Hello everyone. In this video, I will be solving with you the mid-chapter quiz of Chapter 7, Term 2, Grade 9 Advanced Mathematics, Quadratic Expressions and Equations. Let's see the first part, which is related to Lesson 1. Determine whether each expression is a polynomial. If it is a polynomial, then find the degree and determine whether it is a monomial, binomial, or trinomial. So let's focus on the first question. First of all, we need to check all the terms. If they are having negative power or variable power, that means they are not a polynomial. So let's check. So here we are having the first term, and here the second term, and we are having a real number which is positive number, not a negative power. That means yes, it is a polynomial. And now we should count how many terms we are having. So this is one term, two terms, so we are having two terms. That means we are having binomial, and its degree will be the highest degree of the variable itself, which is degree of 2. Now let's go to this question. Let's check all the variables, all the powers. We are having positive powers. We are having numbers. So that means yes, it is a polynomial. We are having three terms. That means it is a trinomial. And then your highest power, it is your degree, which is 5. Now let's go to this question. Focus with me. 3x over 5y. That means you are having variable down, which will lead that you are having 3 over 5x y to the power of minus 1. And take care of this. I don't want any negative power, so it's not a polynomial. Now let's go to other question. Now here again, I'm having a negative power. That means it is not a polynomial. Now let's go to 5. I'm having only one term with positive power. One term. Whenever I'm having one term, that means it is monomial. And your degree will be the highest degree, which is second degree. Now let's focus on all these terms. You are having a negative power, which will make all of these not a polynomial. So pay attention on the restrictions. Let's go to the other question. So here in question 7, you are having a table which will be showing you the population density for a country for various years. So you are having years, and it will be showing you the number of years since 1930. So they are starting to calculate from 1930, which will make for you each year will be comparable to 1930, and it will be giving you the people per square kilometer. So let's focus here on A. So he gave you the population density to be modeled by D is equal to 0.005 n square minus 0.127n plus 1. And this will be representing your n to be the number of years since 1930. So pay attention to this. So he would like you to determine what is the type of the polynomial here. So you are having three terms. That means it is a trinomial. Easy. Let's go to B. What is the degree? So your degree, you should look at the highest power. So 2. Now let's go to C. Predict the population density for 2020 and 2030. So let's just solve one of them and you will know how to solve the other. So each of them will be having your n, and they calculated the n already since 1930. So all what you need to do is that you need to calculate from 2020 until 1930. So this will be giving you 90 years. That means you will be using this 90 years and you will be substituting in D with 90, and all of it will be normal substitution. You will be multiplying and you will be getting 30.07 people per square kilometer. And if you will do the same for 2030, you will be getting your n as 100. So you can solve it again later. You can just substitute and you can check it. You will be getting 38.3 people per kilometer square or square kilometer. So let's go to this question. Find each sum or difference, and we will be having 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 will be having the same question. Find each sum or difference. So all what you need to do is that you should gather all the like terms, and you can do this using the horizontal method or the vertical method. Do what easier to you, but I always prefer that when you do the vertical method, you should put it in the standard form. Pay attention to this and take it with its sign. So let's use the horizontal method. So you will be taking y square plus the other like term y square, then 2y will be with the other 3y plus 3 minus 1. Now all what you need to do is that you need to simplify this, so it will be 2y squared plus 5y plus 2. Now let's go to 9. Again, you will be taking the like terms. So 3 in the cube. Look at these. Do you have any other like terms? No. So just keep it as it is. 3n cubed plus minus 2n. Let's look at these. Am I having any like terms? Yes. But pay attention. You should take it with its sign. And you need to distribute. So what I advise you to do is that whether you distribute the minus from the beginning, so 3n cubed minus 2n plus 7, then distribute the minus n squared plus. Now when you distribute the minus, you would be having this as minus, this as a plus, just to change the signs, and this as minus. Good. So Now let's go again and see the like terms. So what will be the like term with minus 2n? It will be another 2n. Good. So we were done from this one and this one. Now, do I have any other like term other than minus n squared? No, just keep it as it is. Then let's go to the other terms. What we are having 7 and minus 8. Just keep them between brackets. Now let's organize it in the standard form from the highest power to the lowest power. So 3n to the power of 3 or cube minus n squared. Then what you can see is that we are having like terms with same variable, same number, but different signs. So you will be canceling them. Then 7 minus 8, it will be giving you minus 1. So which will give you 3n cubed minus n squared minus 1. Now let's go to 10. Again, the first step when you are having subtraction, whether you distribute it and you take it, or you just change the signs from the beginning. So do whatever you like and whatever easier for you. 5d plus d squared. Now let's distribute it from the beginning. Minus 4 plus 4d squared. And let's gather the like terms. We are having here d squared and here 4d squared. So if you add them, it will be 5d squared. Then 5d has nothing to do with the others, so just keep it as it is, and your minus 4 will be staying as it is. So it's all a game of gathering the like terms. Now let's continue. Find each sum or difference. So question 11. Let's gather the terms together. Now, do I have any like terms related to x? Yes, 3x. So let's add them from the beginning. So x plus 3x, then plus, do I have anything related to the 4? Yes, 4 minus 7. Then I'm having term alone, which is 2x squared. So let's now organize it after getting the answer. So 4x minus 3 plus 2x squared. This is not in the standard form. So put it in the standard form. 2x squared plus 4x minus 3. Good. So let's go to 12. Now all what you need to do is that first of all, distribute the minus. Easier. So 3a minus 3b plus 2 plus minus 4a minus 5b. Because sometimes some of the girls will be forgetting the subtraction. So it's better to distribute it from the beginning. So now let's look at the like terms. 3a is having like terms here. 3a minus 4a, then plus minus 3b minus 5b plus 2, which is having no like terms like it. So 3a minus 4a, it will be giving you minus a, minus 3b minus 5b will be giving you minus 8b plus 2. Now let's go to question 13. In question 13, I'm having addition, so no need to distribute anything. Just look at the like terms. You are having 8x, I'm having minus 3x. So take it next to each other. Then minus y squared, I will take it with the plus 2y squared. Then plus 3 plus 9. Now gather all these like terms. What you will be having is that 8x minus 3x will be giving you 5x. Then minus y squared plus 2y squared will be giving you y squared plus 3 plus 9 will be giving you 12. That's it. Let's go to the other question. Now, find each product and pay attention to this question. Now, I would like to have the product. So, whenever you are having two variables are multiplying together and they are having the same base and different powers, all what you need to do is that you will be putting the base and you will be adding the powers. Pay attention to this property. So all what you need to do is that distributive property. So 6y, y squared plus 3y plus 1. Just make the distributive property and add the powers from the beginning. All what you will be having is 6y cubed plus 18y squared plus 6y. Now let's go to question 15. 3n, open brackets, n squared minus 5n plus 2 is equal to, again, distributive property, add the powers, multiply the numbers, then all what you will be having is 3n cubed minus 15n squared plus 6n. Now let's move to question 16. So please always pause, solve and check your answers with me. So here all what I'm having is that I need to again make the distributive property. So minus 4d squared minus 3d cubed, then plus 2d to the power of 4. Now 17. In this question, you need to pay attention that you are having two variables. So minus 2xy multiplied by 3x squared plus 2xy minus 4y squared. So here you need to pay attention that you are not only having one variable, you are multiplying with two variables. So pay attention when you add powers. So minus 6, and I'm having x here, x to the power of 3, and the y as it is. Then minus 4, I should add these two powers. Then plus 8, then x to the power of 1 and y to the power of 3. Good. Now let's go to the other questions. 18. So let me just make it down. Good. So 18 and 19 will be having the same question, finding the product. So here I will be solving 18. So again, I will be performing the distributive property. So 18 will be 12a squared b squared plus 5a b cubed minus a squared b cubed. And now let's go to 19. So 19 will be giving you 3x cubed y to the power of 6 minus x cubed y to the power of 4 plus 2x squared y to the power of 6. So pay attention to question 19. Now let's go to 20. Here I'm having multiple choice question where it's combining the distributive property and at the same time it will be combining the addition of polynomials. So it is at the same time addition, at the same time it is multiplication. So let's have the first part and solve it. So it is 4x squared plus 5x. Then plus, let's go to the other distributive property. It will be all about 6x squared minus 12x plus 3. Now, gather the like terms. You will be having 10x squared minus 7x plus 3. And this will be your B. And pay attention when you choose. Good. Now let's go to the other question. Find each product. Now you are having two binomials are being multiplied together. So this will be done using FOIL method. And we know that F means first terms. O means the outer terms. I means the inner terms. L means last terms. So let's solve it together. So let's multiply the first two terms, x by x, plus the outer terms, 5x, plus the inner terms, 2x, plus the last terms, 2 multiplied by 5, which is 10. That means x squared plus 7x plus 10. Let's go to 22, the same method. You will be taking the first terms, outer terms, inner terms, last terms. Then you will be getting in total 3b squared minus 12b minus 2b plus 8, which will be giving you at the end 3b squared minus 14b plus 8. Good. So now let's go to 23. So in question 23, it's having the same idea, FOIL method. So n square plus 3n, and that's the outer, minus 5n, that's the inner, minus 15, and that's the last terms. Let's simplify n square minus 2n minus 15. Now, let's go to question 24. In question 24, it's having the same idea of the FOIL method, so please solve it alone. I will be giving you the final answer. It's all about 4c squared plus 6c minus 4. And you can ask me at any time. 25, it's all about that you will be having minus 3k to the power of 3 plus 4k squared minus k. 26 will be all about, you cannot use here FOIL method, pay attention. Here you should use the distributive property. You can't use FOIL method because you are not having two binomials multiplied by each other. So please solve this alone. You will be having 16d cubed plus 2d squared plus 5d minus 3. Now let's go to this question, which is really good question. A company is designing a box for dry pasta in the shape of rectangular prism. So let's draw some rectangular prism. So this is a roughly drawing, not accurate one. It's a sketch, we call it. So I'm really sorry for this drawing, but it's because of the pen. Okay, so that means your length will be 2 centimeters more than twice the width. So he gave you a relationship between the length and the width. So he told you that your length is 2 centimeters more than, that means addition, twice the width, 2 multiplied by your width. And he continued, your height is 3 centimeters more than the length. Now he connected between the height and the length. So 3 plus the length. And your width, it will be as it is. W, let it to be your width. Your L is your length. Your H will be your height. So write an expression to find the volume of the box. So to find this volume, it's all about that. You will be multiplying your length by your width by your height. And this is the general formula. Now let's pay attention. We need to substitute and put each of them in terms. So let's focus on this. So your volume, it's all about your length, which is 2 plus 2w. Let me just give a place for the solution and choose another color. So here is your volume, your length 2 plus 2w, and your w is as it is. Good. Now pay attention. Your height is given using the length, but I don't want it to be in terms of the length. So this is your height and it's given as 3 plus the length. So 3 plus, what was your length already? Pay attention. Your length was 2 plus 2w. So you will be putting 2 plus 2w to make everything in terms of the width. So v will be equal to 2 plus 2w by the width by 5 plus 2w. Now, first of all, to simplify this, let's get rid of this by the distributive property. So distribute this, it will be 2w squared plus 2w. And now you will be having two binomials multiplied by each other. You can use FOIL method to solve this. Easily you can use the FOIL method. So pay attention on this question. It's really good question. So that means it will be, and this is the last answer of the FOIL method, 4w cubed plus 14w squared plus 10w. Good. Now let's go to the other question. Find each product. Now these questions are related to the fourth lesson, and pay attention to these questions. In general, in this lesson, you are having a rule or a formula that a plus b all squared, it's not only a squared plus b squared and that's it. Many students are making mistakes in this. You need to pay attention that it is all about a term which is inside. So this is not right. Forget about it. So it's all about a plus b all square. It's a squared plus the missing term that you always forget plus b squared. So this missing term, which is 2 multiplied by the first multiplied by the last. And in case of having a negative, it will be a squared minus 2ab plus b squared. So let's now have the solution of 28. I will be squaring the first, then plus 2 multiplied by the first term multiplied by the second term plus, let's square the last term. So lastly, it will be giving you your x squared plus 4x plus 4. Now, all the rest will be using the same two formulas that I have explained now. So 29, please solve it and check your answers. It will be having 9 squared minus 22 9 n squared minus 22n plus 121. So question 30. Let me give you the final answer. So question 30 will be 16b square minus 16b plus 4. Please solve it and check with me in the comments if you need any question. Now, let's solve 31 and I will later talk about 32 and 33. So 31 will be using the same rule as 28, 29 and 30. So 31, it will be all about 36 c squared plus 36 c plus 9. Now, let's focus on 32 and 33. These will be a special product of difference and sum. So whenever you are having a term and another term, then one time it came for you with negative, another time with the same terms, he gave you positive value. So in this case, if you used FOIL method, it will be giving you a squared minus b squared. So from the beginning, to solve 32, all what you need to do is that take the first term, square it, minus the second term, and square it. So it will be 25d squared minus 9. Now let's go to 33. Again, it will be the same way. So it will be giving you 81k squared minus 1. Now let's go to the last question in your mid-chapter quiz, which is very essential for you. Pay attention with me. You are having this golf and these approved for use and they will be varying in size. Pay attention to this. Your smallest disk will be having radius of x, but your largest disk will be having x plus 3.25. So he would like you to write two different expressions for the area of the largest. Good. That means he would like you to focus on the area of the largest one. So let's focus now. Then he told you, what if it was having x as 10.5? What are the areas of the smallest and the largest? So he started even to ask you about the smallest. So from the beginning, let's call this smallest area AS, here area AL. In general, whenever you are having any circular part, you should know that the area, it's all about pi r squared. So this is the general rule. So now pay attention to what we need to do. First of all, let's find a smallest. It's all about pi r squared. And what is your radius? It's all about x, so x squared. Good. Now just keep it as it is. Now a largest. You are having pi, but your radius is x plus 3.25 all squared. So now this is your first form. So this is form 1, because he would like you to write two different expressions. So this is the first form, and the second form is that we just discussed. Whenever you are having addition and all squared, you can just use the rule of a plus b all squared, which will be a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. That means it's all about x squared plus 2 multiplied by x multiplied by 3.25, which is 6.5x, plus 3.25 squared, it will be giving you 10.5625, all of this. And sometimes what you can do is that you can just distribute the pi, but I feel that there is no need to distribute it because it will be easier for you to have one pi only in your calculator. Good. So this is the second form. So this is your form 2 of the expression of the area of the largest. Now he's telling you what is the area of the largest and the smallest. If he gave you already your x, so let's substitute area of the smallest. Just substitute directly. Pi 10.5 all squared. That means it will be giving you 346.4 inch square, because the units here are inch. طيب, let's go to a largest, and you will be substituting whether in this form or in this form. So pi 10.5 plus 3.25 all squared, and this will be giving you around 594 inch squared. That's the end of this video. If you need any question, you can ask me in the comments. Please stay tuned to the other videos where I will be solving with you the practice test and the standardized test of chapter 7. Thank you so much.